Okay, it's Rob. I'm just putting together a short video for my friend Simon about the Hobby King $10 helicopter, and if you stick around I've got a little surprise at the end of the video. But yeah, this is it, Simon. I was quite impressed with the kit. As I say, for $10, what do you expect? But when it turned up, that's the frame. I bought two of the kits, as you probably know. The frame's exactly the same as the one in the 450 GT, but it's just made of a aluminium. It's very, very light, but definitely strong enough. As I said, I built one of the kits, which is right here, and I've probably got well over 200 flights on it, and it's a great helicopter. What can I say? You know, it's cheap, but it flies really nicely. The weak point in the helicopter is this plastic head. Now, having said that, I haven't really had many problems with it. I used the head out of the second kit for a short period of time on the first 450 GT, but where the weakness is, you can see just in this little washout point there, it's only plastic, and once your screw comes loose, if you try to over tighten it, it'll strip very, very easily. So that's virtually rendered useless, that head now. But I've just kept it for demonstration purposes. As I said, there's the frame, very, very light. Things I like about the $10 kit is it comes with the one-piece skids that are actually, they sit quite high. They sit a lot higher than the 450 GT, and virtually all of the metal components have like a black anodized colour, which gives it a fairly smart appearance. In fact, you can see the old gyro there. I've pulled the blue sticker off just to keep the gyro looking in line with the black lines of the helicopter, and you can see my fine artwork with the hot glue all over the wires. But a couple of little things. The tail is just, again, a plastic assembly, but incredibly smooth. I was quite impressed with just how tight that whole assembly is and how well balanced it was. The the horizontal fin here is the standard one that came in the kit, and the orange one you can see on the other side. I can't remember exactly where I got it from, but I bought it some time ago at a local hobby shop, and I think it's off one of the eSky 450 size helis. It just came in a little plastic bag, cost me about $3. I just like the colour. But yeah, anyway. Alright, what else can I say? I've just built this one. I've put the Turnigy carbon fibre blades on it. I've kept the head speed fairly low because it is only a plastic head and it's only got a 3mm feathering shaft, but you know, it hasn't given me any problem at all. Turning it over on its side, I've put an eSky 3800 kV motor in it. I had that lying around from the days when I was flying the Twister CP Gold. And one thing about the eSky motors, they're not cheap, but they are incredibly smooth and very efficient on current. And I'm running a 30 amp Exceed RC ESC, which was the first one I bought. I bought that originally for the 450 GT, but it just wasn't up to speed with the Alpha 400 motor. It was getting quite hot, so I pulled it out and had it sitting on the side, but it works perfectly in this helicopter. Yeah, nothing else of note that I could say. But yeah, there's the assembly. Actually, what I meant to tell you is I've replaced this part in here. Hopefully you can see that. That's just a metal washout base. Since I've put the metal one in, I haven't had any more problems. It's a nice smooth head. Very light. It's easily 100 grams, maybe even 150 grams lighter than any of my other helicopters, and as a result it just flies very well. Gets tossed around in the wind a bit, but that's fine. Okay, no flybar weights, as you can see, and that whole assembly is just extremely loose and free. Okay, over here is the 450 V2. It's got a slightly beefier head, but it's still a lot of plastic. What I did on this one is I actually used the tail off the other $10 helicopter kit, because this tail assembly was actually better than the one that came in the V2 kit. It was very loose, a bit sloppy, and I just wasn't that impressed with it, so I ended up using this black tail off the other $10 helicopter kit. And again, it's nice and tight, no free play, so yeah, I can strongly recommend it, Simon. No problem at all. Okay, looking at three of the heads that I've picked up on eBay recently. The one in the middle is a blue anodized one. I'm actually not impressed with that. It's fine, but it's actually missing this, what do you call it, with the flybar assembly. It was missing when I picked up the head, so it's virtually useless for me. I tried putting one together from one of the other 450 GT helis, and it just doesn't fit. I think the distance between these 2 points here and here are slightly longer than the 450 GT, so yeah, at this point it's not much use to me. The other ones, they're virtually identical, just different in colour, but very nicely made. You know, good tolerances, nice and smooth. It's all metal as far as I can see. I haven't even tried to Loctite any of the screws yet. I'll just keep these as spares. I've got no real particular need for them at the moment, so yeah, there you go. Alright, and what I did today, I've got so many transmitters I don't know what to do with them, and the last thing I need is a new one. So today I went and bought myself this, the Futaba 8FG. Yeah, as you probably know, I just had a recent trip overseas, and due to the great exchange rate between Australia and the US at the moment, the holiday came in way under budget, so I was fairly cashed up when I got back. So I bought myself the new Futaba. It's not charged yet, but wow, what a radio. It's got ball bearing gimbals, and if you've never held a transmitter or operated gimbals that are supported by ball bearings, you just have to try it to believe it. It's extremely smooth. Previous Futaba transmitters are the 6EX, which I thought was great at the time. Then I moved up to the 7C, which was a lot smoother, and you know, after flying the 7C, the 6EX felt rough by comparison. Well, it's just a quantum leap again when you try this transmitter. Ball bearing gimbals, they are just incredibly smooth, silky smooth, and even just playing around with it for 5 minutes and then going back to the 7C, I can feel the difference. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this radio, but I'd say it'll probably end up in the 500 once I get around to building it. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I've convinced you that the $10 Heli is the way to go, Simon, which you've probably already decided anyway. Thanks, bye.